Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, my great students? Hope you will be enjoying your time. अच्छा, आज हम पढ़ेंगे पॉलिटिकल साइंस के हवाले से जो सबसे अहम टॉपिक हैं, उसका उन्वान है, सब्जेक्ट मैटर हैं पॉलिटिकल थियरी। पॉलिटिकल थियरी को डिफ़ाइन करने से कबल मैं ये इंतहाई ज़रूरी समझता हूँ कि हम ये समझें कि व्हाट इज़ पॉलिटिकल एंड व्हाट इज़ अ थियरी, और आखिर में इंशाअल्लाह ताला ये डिफिनीशन और ये इंट्रोडक्शन हमारे समझ में अच्छे तरीके से आएगा। जनरली हम whenever we are speaking that what is political, so this very word political is derived from a Greek word polis, and polis even at that time referred to a state or simply a city state, because at that time the size of the states were so small that they were calling them city states or just like cities. तो जितने भी मैटर्स उसी रियासत के हवाले से वजूद में आते हैं या आते थे, तो इसको हम पॉलिटिकल कहते हैं। याद रखिए कि पॉलिटिकल बाय इटसेल्फ इज़ अ वेरी इंट्रीगिंग कॉन्सेप्ट, क्योंकि बाज़ स्कूल ऑफ थॉट ये तस्वर करते हैं कि पॉलिटिकल एक ऑल एनकम्पासिंग यानी एक कंप्रहेंसिव टर्मिनोलॉजी है, और जितने भी एक्टिविटीज़ मामलात रियासत के हवाले से रियासत के बाहर डोमेन में जितने भी होते हैं तो उनको पॉलिटिकल कहा जाता है। Why? Because every phenomena that directly or indirectly incorporates the concept of power, that is called political. जब हम स्कूल में देखते हैं, जब हम अपने घरों में देखते हैं, तो यूजुअली जितने भी डिसीजंस होते हैं they are in one way or the other way influenced by our elders, by our teachers. So from that perspective, the terminology of political is so much inclusive. However, there is another school of thought who thinks that political cannot be understood in a holistic fashion. Rather, political science or simply politics or more simply decision making. Do remember, जब मैं डिसीजन मेकिंग का लफ्ज़ इस्तेमाल करता हूँ या पॉलिटिकल का यूज़ करता हूँ, तो these are synonymous in the field of political science. तो वो लोग ये कहते हैं कि पॉलिटिक्स या पॉलिटिकल एक्टिविटीज़ सिर्फ वही होते हैं जो कि किसी रियासत के अंदर वक़ू पज़ीर होते हैं या रियासत के किसी ख़ास शोबे में वक़ू पज़ीर होते हैं, तो देन ओनली दैट पोर्शन ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स कैन बी इंक्लूडेड इन द डोमेन ऑफ पॉलिटिकल. So this was very, very important to distinguish and to know that what political is and what it is not. कभी कभार कुछ किताबों में नॉन पॉलिटिकल के लिए लफ्ज़ ए पॉलिटिकल भी कहा जाता है। ए पॉलिटिकल का मतलब यही होता है कि गैर सियासी, लेकिन यहाँ पे ए एंड पी के दरमियान कोई स्पेस नहीं छोड़ना चाहिए। इस तरीके से चूँकि हमारे क्लास का आगाज़ है पॉलिटिकल थियरी, तो हमें ये भी जानना चाहिए कि ये थियरी क्या चीज़ होता है, व्हाट इज़ अ थियरी। तो याद रखिए कि a theory is a proposed explanation for a phenomena or an event that may take place within the jurisdiction of the state. तो ये बात याद रखने की काबिल है कि हम थ्योरी को भी समझ सकें। थ्योरी यूजुअली एक एजम्पशन होता है और उसका बेसिक मकसद पॉलिटिकल साइंस में, यानी जब हम पॉलिटिकल पर्सपेक्टिव्स में बात करते हैं, इसका मतलब यही होता है कि रियासती उमूर या रियासत में जो अफेयर्स वक़ू पज़ीर होते हैं वो किस नौइयत के होते हैं, वो कौन से होने चाहिए, या हम उनको किस तरह एक्सप्लेन एंड अंडरस्टैंड कर सकते हैं, इसी को कहते हैं थ्योरी। पॉलिटिकल साइंस के पर्सपेक्टिव में एक थ्योरी को हम एक पॉलिटिकल मॉडल भी कह सकते हैं। यानी पॉलिटिकल थ्योरी इज इन पॉलिटिकल साइंस इज दैट पार्ट which is supposed to study how the people are making decisions with regard to the state and what sorts of decisions are being made or arrived by the state at a given circumstances. One of the key difference between political theory and political ideology is that political theory is usually scientific in nature, and it is more concerned with how a thing is. Rather, political ideology is futuristic in its nature. Political theory defines that what are the important values or norms for the polity where human beings can spend a happy life. On the other hand, political ideology is futuristic and reflects the political, social, religious, and other ideological aspirations of the people. So this is a major difference between a political theory and a political ideology. However, in the coming lectures we will have a proper talk on unmasking the differences between political ideology and political theory. And in this class we are supposed to adhere to what political theory actually is. So from the above discussion, it appears very crystal clear that political theory's major focus is on knowing the political process or political phenomena and how this phenomena is going on. For example, in history, from Plato till this day, various theoretical assumptions have been used, theories were formed, and on the basis of those theories, for example, theory of liberty, theory of individualism, theory of equality, and so on, the states were organized. Dear students, please do remember that political theorists are always intellectuals because they are always engaged in exploring politics in a more befitting manner so that it may remain open to the society and contribute to the well-being of the state. We talked about decision making, which is exclusively connected to politics. The major theme of politics is decision making, and this decision making comprises the core theme of politics. For example, if you want to make a decision at government level, at society level, and even at a union council level, there will be the existence of certain fuel for the operationalization of that decision, and that fuel is in political sciences and even in all social sciences is termed as power. So power is a very, very important fulcrum point for the decision making. Where from the power comes, how it can be used. On this topic, inshallah ta'ala, we will take another informative lecture as well. So in short, political theory is mainly concerned with normative questions, that what should be the political order of a society, what are the other forms or norms that people have to follow within a state. Dear students, in the meanwhile, I just mentioned one terminology or one concept, normative question. Normative question means the things which are aligned to the values and culture of a society. The normative by itself is indicating the terminology of norms. So please do not misunderstand normative with non-normative. Usually in social sciences, normative terminology and normative concepts are used, while in natural sciences, non-normative approaches are intact. So basically, political theory is concerned with understanding what politics is all about and why some forms of governments are better or worse than others. It also tries to understand what makes a good government possible. In the arena of politics, you must remember this important point, that decision making is a continuous process, because the decisions are made keeping in view the needs, requirements, and the aspirations of the concerned society. So this is important to be noted, that decision making is the core theme of all political activities. In addition to it, there are many different theories about politics. Some say you need to look at power distribution, while others argue there should be more debate over issues like welfare and unemployment rather than just economic incentives alone. But whatever side an individual takes on this discussion, most would agree with one thing: theory formation requires understanding human nature. This is an important point to be noted. Political theory is the study of how people make decisions based on what they believe and why they believe so at a given time. This simply means that political theory is taking into account that how people will live a good life within a state or community. And it's one branch of political science that looks at the origins of political beliefs and how they have got changed over the time. Political theory is mainly concerned with normative questions, that what should be political order of the society, what are the norms that people have to follow, and so on. Now let's come to talk on contemporary political theory. Contemporary means that at present time, what is the scope and what is the meaning of political theory? Although there is a huge difference between the political theory that existed in the past, or it occupies an important position in the today's world. However, today political theorists, both in the academic sphere and outside of it, continue to work on understanding how societies function within a global context. Modern theorists use a variety of methodologies ranging from analytic philosophy to interpret. Modern theorists use a variety of methodologies ranging from analytic philosophy to interpretive, qualitative approaches, from discourse analysis to post-modern theories. Hope we will further elaborate these terminologies when we are going on with relation to this lecture. Simply speaking, analytic philosophy is the philosophy that is associated with the analytic school of thought, because they were more and more focusing on argumentation and clarity in their subject matter. Now the question arises that who is the founder of contemporary political theory? It is said that Mr. John Rawls is the founder of modern political theory because his works on social justice, equality, and liberty are so much critical that he owns the cape of its founding father. His work has been highly influential in the development of contemporary political theory, and he is considered to be one of the most important political philosophers of the 20th century. Rawls' works have been influential in creating a group of his contemporaries known as liberal egalitarian Rawlsians. So this is a short, brief history of the contemporary political theory. Theory is also categorized by its relationship to political philosophy, which discusses how we understand human nature, whether they are naturally good or bad, and what we can do to control it. It also often focuses on the different forms of government and their legitimacy. Now, after having a talk on the definition and explanation of contemporary political theory and highlighting some of the most important aspects of what political and what theory is, now we have to talk on what is the purpose of contemporary political thought. In other words, this means that what is the utility of contemporary political theory? So I will discuss all these points one by one for your convenience. First of all, contemporary political theory seeks to increase political participation through awareness and education. Education and awareness in the political spectrum can be brought about by these contemporaries of the political theory. It also tries to empower people by making them more confident in their views and decisions, while also improving their abilities to critically analyze and understand politics and other issues. Please do remember, unlike the scholastic school of thought, the modern school of thought on the political theory, their major focus is on to inculcate the critical and analytical perspectives in them, and hence they see the world around with such lenses. Similarly, the goal of political theory is for readers to become independent and curious about the world around them and to seek out information. They hope that people will use this knowledge to understand what is going on in the society and region around them, while at the same time increasing their confidence in supporting an issue or person if they so choose. Contemporary political theory usually has been a narrative style which draws on argumentative structures. It also most often focuses on current political issues with the goal of critiquing them and presenting new ideas, theories, or concepts to improve the society. In the same way, political theory by Peter Singer is an example of contemporary political theory. He provides readers with a critical analysis of global poverty using his own economic philosophy known as utilitarianism. He proposes a solution to poverty and explores barriers that we encounter in solving it through his philosophical analysis of the issue and the world around him. Chantal Mouffe in 2005 goes even a further ahead by critically analyzing modern day politics and its relationship with society, where she focuses on how and who should be considered the people and what boundaries they should have. This is a very, very critical part of the lecture, and hope in the near future we will elaborate each and every point of this lecture. In the same way, Elizane Weir in 2014 uses her journalistic experience and training to provide readers with an insight into some of the factors that lead to extremism, while also seeking out different ways that we can combat it. She delves deep into the psyche of a terrorist and presents insights from experts in psychology, history, and politics to provide a comprehensive understanding of what can lead people into extremism. This is a very good work. Elizane Weir is supposed to do it, and by doing so, adopting a multidisciplinary approach, the ills of the society. Contemporary political theory is not just about critiquing or understanding a political system. It also seeks to find ways on how we can use such knowledge and information to make more informed decisions about the world around us by increasing our awareness of different factors which would affect society. It also critically analyzes the basic concepts like life, liberty, equality, and form of governance. Dear students, आपने मेरे इस लेक्चर को मुलाहिज़ा किया, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर इट। लेकिन ये इस सिलसिले का एक आगाज़ है। इंशाअल्लाह ताला कमिंग लेक्चर्स में हम डिफरेंट कोर्सेज़ के डिफरेंट पार्ट्स को मुख्तलिफ ज़ावियों से एनालाइज करने की कोशिश करेंगे। रिसर्च मेथोडोलॉजी, पॉलिटिकल फिलॉसफी, पॉलिटिकल थियरी, पॉलिटिकल सोशियोलॉजी, पॉलिटिकल आइडियोलॉजी एंड इवन कंपैरेटिव पॉलिटिक्स के हवाले से भी हम मुख्तलिफ किस्म के टॉपिक्स को लेके आप लोगों के सामने ज़रूर पेश करेंगे। लेकिन सबसे अहम तरीन बात यह है कि अगर आप फादर हैं, आप मदर हैं, आप एक स्टूडेंट हैं, तो प्लीज मेरे इस चैनल को इसलिए सब्सक्राइब करें कि आई एम होपफुल यू विल सी थिंग्स फॉर योर ओन advantages and benefits and for the benefits of humanity. Thank you very much. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.